Things are gonna get easier. I thank God because for me, things have gotten brighter. Things are gonna get easier. You have to keep your head up, but you gotta live to be able to see the day. Okay, y'all, so it's me, Elaine, the Black Cinderella. The sun is shining. I'm still alive. Y'all know I made it. I'm still, pushing forward from my scare of, about to kill myself. So we getting through. And every day has been better. It's getting better and better and better. So I'm grateful for that. And so borderline personality was the thing that, I learned the most, that actually has been helping me the most. But there's so much more to tap on. The first sign of it was abandonment. And for me, what I've actually learned in these last few days, the reason why abandonment was such the biggest thing for me, when you're a kid, you don't see no wrong in your parents. And I was 6 years old when my father molested me. And so with that, I didn't recognize he was a piece of shit. My daddy ain't never bought me nothing. I ain't got no birthday gifts. But the love that he gave me was fun. He took me to the park. He was teaching me guitar, how to cook. I always had a good time. And so single mothers and single fathers, y'all know how that fun parent make it where the kid having the time of their life, but you know that motherfucking parent ain't shit. And the kid, you can't tell that kid that parent ain't shit. And so I love my daddy. So with that, I was hurt more about his absence than I was about him molesting me, because I didn't feel no harm in that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't painful. It was just something that was going on, and it just was what it was. But in his absence, it was so many parts in my life that it traumatized me. I was just reflecting, and I remember as an adult, when I would move to my different apartments, I wouldn't feel like I took a step forward and I'm now living in a nice place, or a place where I'm cutting back because this is where I need to be. I always felt like, I've just been placed somewhere, like a nomad. Like this is where I find myself. And even with my jobs, it's like I was just in a new atmosphere. I just always felt like I was placed somewhere. And that too was a part of, feeling abandoned. And then even with friends and loved ones, like I always had to have people close. And I just remember different experiences where I always had to be in control and, run how everything was going on. But, man, I'm just calling it all joy, because I'm just laughing at different things. I'm learning about the brain, and I'm seeing where I slept with the covers over my head at a young age as a kid. Because I wanted to try sleeping with the covers over my head, because I felt like, shit, I can sleep with the covers over my head. But subconsciously, I was afraid of the dark, of being alone. That was a form of coping with anxiety. And as an adult, I'm learning like, damn, you still do that shit and it makes you feel safe. But now I'm grown, I'm like, shit, I ain't got to sleep with the covers over my head. But then it's like, damn, that shit is wild. But now I ain't doing it because of the fucking dust and bacteria and all types of other shit. Now I always got mucus and shit in my fucking, I was like, man, come on. It's so much stuff that when you actually come into full terms of who you are and whose you are as it relates to God's child, that you'll be surprised why you do things and why things ain't been done the way that they should be done. For me, I went on a hell of a roller coaster. And it started with abandonment. And there's other things that have contributed with borderline personality, with self-destructive ways and explosive personalities. But I want to speak on mental health, and that's what my videos are about. It's just about knowing yourself. And if you want better for yourself and you reach points of frustration or hopeless times, and just get up, and open up, and not necessarily to the same people, because they get tired. I've wore a lot of people out with my story and ran people off and all of that, but I didn't know how serious it was for myself until I almost killed myself. But I thank God, for my partner and the people that managed to be able to still love me through and be here for me, my nephew, my cousin, and other people that are close. I don't want to leave anybody out. But I love y'all for loving me, even when I couldn't really love myself, because a lot of it comes from that too. And Thank you for the books that are out there and the authors. I'm here to be a help to anybody that needs the help, because it's a lot, but don't overlook it. Take it in consideration and know that you can get through it, because life is all about mind over matter and habits that you build. So a lot of the habits are what they are, but you can develop new habits and seriously change your way of living based on changing your way of thinking. And it sounds cliche to me, because I remember the commercials of this is your brain on drugs and all of that, and brain is a terrible thing to waste. All that shit went in one ear and out the other. So I totally understand, how some of this stuff can be overlooked, but counseling is something to consider and definitely to take in consideration.